So many amazing things about that question.
My heart's melting.
I love the pronouns.
That was a great
Thank you for sharing so
submission.
much detail, so much information. It makes it easier for us.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to say congratulations.
So basically my question is, I'm a female with a vagina. I'm 25 years old. I've been with my boyfriend, who's a man with a penis, for 6 months. Pandemic relationship, we've never done normal dating. Anyways, it's going awesome. We're having really, really great sex.
Ooh.
But I recently just started smoking weed, and I really have never done it in my entire life. And in the past 4 months, I've been smoking 3 times a week. And every time we do it, it's become a fun ritual where we get really high. We watch this dumb movie, but I have the most amazing sex ever. It's incredible. And I'm just basically, long story short, I'm worried I'm going to get addicted to having sex, really good sex when I'm high, and that sober sex might not be as satisfying. And I'm just wondering if I'm getting in my own head or if it should be something I'm cautious about. It just have the most insane orgasms, whereas when I'm sober, I usually need a vibrator or something else to get me off, and I'm worried that I just don't want him to think anything of it. I'm just a little worried about if he's gonna be, thinking I need to be high or have a vibrator, and that he's not good enough, and he's more than good enough. It's the best sex ever, the best everything. So I guess just help me with my fears of being addicted to great high sex. Thank you. Bye.
So many amazing things about that question.
My heart's melting.
I love the pronouns.
That was a great
Thank you for sharing so
submission.
much detail, so much information. It makes it easier for us.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to say congratulations. A new relationship with amazing sex, with a fun partner who's excited to try things with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have such
Huzzah.
an amazing foundation for kind of whatever comes your way. So I have faith in you guys and your ability to make this work.
She just started smoking weed and still does it pretty rarely. Do you remember what it was like when you first started smoking weed?
No.
I was fucking the highs were so crazy I would pee my pants laughing. So
Well, you are kind of a pants peer.
I am, but I
know
haven't
what I
in a
mean?
while, and I'm overdue for a pee in the pants.
Well,
just
let's get you real hydrated.
release. I did a little bit of research on this, and I think that this is totally fine.
Normal.
Yeah. If you're using weed as a crutch for, social anxiety or in general, or you can't bear to hang out with someone unless you're high, in that sense, it's really bad.
Yeah.
If you're using it to enhance your sexual pleasure, ain't no thing, baby girl. It's just maybe you don't have to do it every time, and then
Yeah.
how we were talking about drunk sex earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it can be really, really fun. You don't want to do it every time.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. I think it's a choose your fighter scenario. What kind of sex are you trying to have? Are you trying to have that super tantric, really sexy high sex, or do you want to have really grounded, emotionally intensive sex? And maybe that's something that you discover is even more fulfilling later in your relationship when you know him better. But for right now, you guys are in this early fun stage of getting to know each other during a pandemic, and if you want to get high while you get fucked, that is your prerogative. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah. And one thing to note, I think, is that weed, and when we talked about this last episode or recently, how weed for women helps us relax, and we have a better tolerance for weed over men. And there could be a component there where the weed is helping you.
Well, wait, it's not that we have a better tolerance for weed. It's that it has a different effect on our bodies. So for women, it's going to be more of an aphrodisiac, and it might for men cause ED.
I read in this other article that it said that women have a higher tolerance for it. So I'm going up based off of this Vice article. So you can look it up and fact check me there.
Sorry, you just said from the last episode. So
I know. I was introducing new information that you were not.
I wasn't prepared
to.
for. I didn't study for this part of the exam.
No, and this is why communication is important. And I held that from you, and I apologize.
Thank you.
And there could be an aspect here of if the weed is calming you down and that's what's giving you these more intense orgasms, there could be something where maybe therapy could help and kind of relaxing you. But on the other hand, like I said, I don't think you have a dependency on weed. Right. And I think this is so fine, and enjoy yourself.
Well, and the same thing to that matter is like, it is still early in a relationship, so it's not crazy if you're not your most relaxed with this guy yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And of course, like, you know, weed does help relax you. And if you find that, you know, later you want to experiment with ways to get more relaxed without weed, you could try a CBD lube to see if that has a similar effect.
Absolutely.
On helping you achieve an orgasm. And I want to touch on one last thing before we, you know, cap off this question of like, you know, making him feel insecure if you have to introduce vibrators into the bedroom. Ain't no shame in that game. Most women can't have sex from can't have orgasms from penetrative sex alone. And I think, you know, one thing that I would really love to destigmatize on this, you know, podcast is that introducing a sex toy into the bedroom as like a normal practice is not a commentary on poor sexual prowess from your male partner, but a commentary on the fact that women need that extra stimulation. Nothing to be ashamed about for you or for him. That might just be what you need.
And also the society is why we feel like shitty about ourselves. So it doesn't have to do with him, but it does have to do with like the larger, greater thing. And just communicate with him too. If this is eating you up inside, let him know how you're feeling.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're just having a good time, and I think you should continue to have fun. But you're not going to get addicted. You'll be fine.
No. Yeah. All right.
You might like it a lot though, and who could blame you?